Here we are in the town dock in Addison, south of Route 1 in eastern Maine. And we're on the town dock and we're looking at the salt marshes of the Pleasant River primarily here. And a little bit about salt marshes. The salt marshes are composed of three varieties of grasses. I won't give you the formal names, but there's a grass that grows at the low tide level, which is down in here. You can see the type of grass. And then at the mean high tide level is a different kind of fuzzy, soft-looking grass. And then there's a third variety that grows just above it, and we don't see much of it here. The road's in the way. But that grass is important, because it was discovered that salt marshes are hold good proxy information for sea level rise. And what happens is sea level goes up, and if there's mud available, and you see plenty of it where you look around here, it accumulates on the salt marsh. That allows the grass to root again and continue to rise. So as the sea level goes up slowly, the salt marsh rises with it. And so at all levels, you're going to find, for example, the mean high tide grass, which is the Spartina patens over here, this soft-looking grass. So now, if you put take a coring device and go down to the bottom of the salt marsh, might be 20 or 30 feet deep here, and you look for Spartina patens, that's the mean high tide grass. If you find it down 20 feet, you assume that sea level was down 20 feet when that was made. And as sea level rises, that salt grass grows higher and higher and higher and higher. So by radiocarbon dating the Spartina patens grass at all levels, you get an age when the sea level was at that level. And so as it goes up, as the sea level goes up, so does the salt marsh. And in that way, you end up with a fairly good record of salt marsh accretion, which then is proxy evidence for sea level rise. Can be interpreted as proxy evidence for sea level rise. A lot of this work here in Maine has been done by Professor Dan Belknap. Professors Dan Belknap and Joseph Kelly, both of the University of Maine Department of Geological Sciences and the Climate Change Institute here. If you want to know more about it, look into some of their publications.